I'm conflicted, and it's Sunday, which means that we're going to be talking about the music that dropped on Friday. DC the Dawn, Brent Faiyaz and Marshmello, and Destroy Lonely. But before I do that, I just want to let you all know that we are getting close to 1,000 subscribers, and I upload twice a week. So if you enjoy music related content, consider subscribing. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first thing we'll go over is Brent Faiyaz and Marshmello's new song. I'm personally not the biggest fan of Marshmello. I think he's a little bit corny, but I understand that a lot of his music is targeted a lot more towards children rather than grown men like myself. But Brent Faiyaz, on the other hand, he makes pretty good music, and I think that this song was pretty alright for the most part. It was only 2 minutes long, but I think that Brent Faiyaz did his thing. Marshmello does not in fact have the sauce though. He's just a decent producer. I cannot believe, actually I can believe it, his marketing is incredible. He has 55 million monthly listeners, which puts him up there in, I'm pretty sure, the top 25. Oh, he's the 27th in the world on Spotify. Man, he hasn't even shown his face, I'm pretty sure. It's pretty wild to me. But next in the news we have DC the Dawn. I love DC the Dawn. I love me some DC the Dawn. His last album, My Own Worst Enemy, was pretty good. Or I guess it was Sacred Heart Plus. But his most recent album that he just dropped the other day, or today is the day I'm recording this, Friday, he dropped Funeral. And I have a couple mixed opinions on this album. I think that a lot of it, we're getting not new DC. I feel like we're getting kind of used to. I'm getting kind of used to this new DC-ish, new, like, I don't know. It's interesting, you know. I think that he's going a lot more melodic than he used to. I feel like before he was a lot more, like, I mean, it's always been there, like with songs like Jesus Can't Save You. But I feel as though his older music, he got a lot more vulgar than where he is currently, and I'm not upset about it directly, but every once in a while I kind of want to hear one of his older songs, or like the vibe of his older songs. But I still think that this album is pretty solid. And then the last thing we're going to be talking about in this video is the Destroy Lonely album, and I'm gonna be frank with you, it's a whole lot of mid, bro. It's a whole lot of mid. We got a couple good songs on here, like By the Pound, All the Time. There's a couple more, but for the most part, it's bloated, bro. You don't need an hour and 23 minutes. I feel like a lot of artists nowadays are trying to push long albums for no reason, bro, because a lot of it is very simplistic music, and I understand it's easy to make, so they're just pumping out as much as they can to get higher charting songs, or like higher charting albums. But with that, you're literally sacrificing so much longevity of the album because it's not a good album to play front to back. The replayability is a massive issue, and this being an hour and 23 minutes of virtually the same sound could be a pretty big problem for Destroy Lonely in the future if he keeps trying to do stuff like this. Less is more at the end of the day, and if you're constantly losing and making your sound oversaturated, then it can be incredibly difficult. I personally prefer his album that he dropped before this, No Stylist. I think that was a really good album, but this isn't horrible by any means. I think this album's still respectable, but that's all I gotta say. If you guys enjoy music related content, like I said, I upload twice a week. I love you all. Thank you for the support. I'm conflicted, and I'm out. Peace.